Dude, I discovered the key to Nick Hagman's success.
Is it his stick handling?
No.
Is it that he's one of the only guys on the team that goes to the net?
You're getting warmer.
Because he's finishing, he's good at finishing.
No, dude, he's played amazing since he grew that mustache.
That's true, I never even realized. Wait a sec, how was I warmer with going to the net? Boom! You ready?
Ding ding.
Big news.
What? Whoosh. Seriously?
No pigs yet.
What?
What was he doing?
Wow.
Bring him on.
Beautiful.
Ian White plays great with it. Why not Nick Hagman? Mustache power.
Leafs win! Florida. Was there an H in the middle of that mustache?
Maybe.
Leafs win 4-3 against the Tampa Bay Lightning, marking the first time I've got to say Leafs win in this particular room since April.
Take that, basement.
And speaking of basement, with the win, the Leafs move out of a tie for last place in the NHL, and now, second last, baby. Takes a lot of hard work to get from last to second last, but by gum, they did it. Nikolai Kulemin scored first, and then Hagman made it 2-0 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Holy smokes, they're off to a 2-0 lead. But what's the term I coined last year? Epic brain fart. The Leafs let in 2 goals in 30 seconds, and all of a sudden it's a tie game. Then the Leafs and Bolts exchange goals with Hagman and Malone scoring. And if you look at the replay of the Malone goal, it looked offside. But it didn't matter because late in the third, Stajan shelves a nice one on Niittymaki, and the Leafs actually held on to that lead, and they won in regulation. I asked you guys on Twitter who your 3 stars were, and here's what you came up with. Hagman, first star. Hard to argue with that. He got 2 goals. Boschman, second star. Hard to argue with that. He played over 28 minutes. And Carl Gunnarsson, third star. Hard to argue with that. He had 3 assists and was a +3. Here's what I like about Carl Gunnarsson. I looked up Anton Stralman's stats with Columbus, and it made me sad. 15 points in his first 21 games, including 4 goals.
Why does that always happen? I'm not a Leaf anymore. Time to play amazing.
But the Blue Jackets, with a lot of talent up front and not much at back, left a wide open spot for Stralman to take over the power play, and he did. And not to compare the two because they're 2 different players, but Gunnarsson fills that void of an offensively gifted defensive prospect. Speaking of prospects, Christian Hansen played his first game as a Leaf this season, playing just under 12 minutes with 2 shots on goal and 2 penalty minutes. And he looked like a guy playing his first NHL game of the season, so that's to be expected. But for the fans that were wondering why he wasn't called up sooner, they're trying to convert him from a center to a winger. Hopefully he can impress the brass a little more next game. And looking at some of the names I mentioned in this video, Hagman, Gunnarsson, Kulemin, I want to hear from you guys overseas. That's right, I've gotten videos from the UK and Latvia before, but I want more. If you are watching these videos from Sweden or Finland or wherever, I want to hear from you. What do you think of what's been going on in the NHL so far this season? Who are your favorite players? And if you don't want to talk NHL, what's going on in the league near you? And as long as we're talking about other countries, happy American Thanksgiving to our neighbors to the south and Alaska. My question of the game, once Commissara comes back, do you keep Gunnarsson? And if you do, how do you make room for him? Do you start Gustafsson against Florida or let Joey Mack have a shot? And how many goals is Nicholas Hagman going to finish with this season? And if you want to be part of the 3 stars for next game, please follow me on Twitter. That's twitter.com/Steve_Dangle. So give me your videos from overseas. Don't overdose on turkey in the States. And Canadians, you just stay groovy. Peace.